I'm Ashley Dvorkin for FoxNews.com. An exciting excursion is taking place at the bottom of the Baltic Sea as a team of researchers have started to explore a 450-year-old shipwreck. Joining us now on Skype from Sweden is one of the researchers of the Mars shipwreck, Johan Rönnby, professor of maritime archaeology at Södertörn University. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
So first, can you please tell us the history of this Mars ship?
It's a unique ship, a legendary ship, which everybody has searched for. It's from 1564, during a period where Sweden just is created, and it's a powerful new king who builds a new flagship in 1564, Eric XIV. And it goes down in a battle this year, in a dramatic battle against fleet from Denmark and Lübeck.
So, Johan, if you could explain how big the ship is and what it's like when you see it, because I've heard it been described as a battlefield.
Actually, Mars was a very, very big ship, around 70 meters long, I suppose 200 feet or something like that, and maybe the biggest ship in the world during this time. And when it exploded, because it actually exploded during the fight, it went down to the bottom and was spread out on the bottom partly, and everything went on the deck, the fight and the burning was coming down to the bottom, and is laying there today, spread out on the bottom. So we are diving on the wreck, but we are also diving on the sunken battlefield, and that is really one of the scientific value of this work, I think.
And there's a story about this ship that it was cursed. Can you share that with us?
During this period, Sweden have just turned Protestantic, and this was a part for the new kings, a way for the new kings to gain more power. And one of the things they did was to melt down the church bells and make guns and cannons of them. And of course, some people didn't like that. And after Mars went down, they said that this was a curse, really. The king was cursed because he had done that.
Right, and that, yes, of course, is the story of this. Now, tell me about the state of preservation that the ship is in, how you've been able to study it, with what technology, and the findings that you've come across so far.
The Baltic Sea is unique in the world regarding preservation of shipwrecks. We have brackish water in the Baltic Sea, and we don't have the shipworm who eats up wood in salter water. So the cold and dark water of the Baltic Sea preserves wreck in a fantastic way, and that's really the reason why we have Mars on the bottom like this.
And you're using 3D scans and photos. Talk about how you're pulling your research from it.
Yeah, we have had a grant from National Geographic now for 3D photography of the whole wreck, and that will be used for creating a 3D image of the whole wreck, and in the future also a reconstruction of the wreck. But we are also using a lot of other techniques. We are using multi-beams and sound mapping and in a lot of ways. So it's quite a high-tech investigation. And we are doing this, I'm working at the university, but we are doing this together with the companies. We are quite a team here working together.
And what are some of the most interesting things that you've learned so far from your work? And what are your goals going forward? What are you looking for next?
We are able to reconstruct a ship, a very, very early ship. Example of a new kind of ship was built during this period. We learned a lot about how this ship was built, which is nobody have any clue about earlier. So I think that's a very important part of what we learned. But we also learned about the battle, how people really. The conditions during the battle for all these soldiers. There were more than 800 men on board when she went down, and we find them down there. There are remains of them all over the place.
And now, how long will this research go on for? How much longer?
It's deep out here. It's 75 meters deep. That's around 250 feet, I think. And then it takes time to work on this depth. So we will continue at least a couple of years more. That's for sure.
Okay, great. Well, Johan, thank you so much for joining us today, and good luck with all of your research.
Thank you. Thank you.
And thank you, as always, for watching. For FoxNews.com, I'm Ashley Dvorkin.